So me and cousin Paul are getting ready to get this car ready for the dyno. Thoroughly breaking this motor in, and I had to do some extra break-in because there was coated pistons. I'm about to head over to the parts store real quick, get some 1540, some fresh Rotella, a new filter, and we will be en route to the dyno. Because today is the day that we tune this car. I don't want to go crazy with this car today, because like I had been telling you guys, that TKL 600 faceplate that's in this car is leaving soon. Tomorrow we'll probably be pushing hard on the T56 swap, but let's get into it. Let's get this thing changed and we'll be ready to go. For those of you guys just joining the channel, this is my 1990 Ford Mustang GT. It's been a turbo Mustang for most of its life, but it's went through multiple transitions getting to the point it is. It's went from running 14s with a stock motor and barely any gears to having a T56 Magnum, a 363 stroker, and a big custom turbo kit, On3 modified turbo kit. But still a full weight, full interior, full exhaust car, licensed, insured. I drive it every day. I'm excited because I haven't really raced or driven the car much since 2019, because early last year, obviously the COVID thing was going on, but you know, we blew the 351. The 351 that was in it had a bent rod. So we sent the 351 out to get built, and just like everything else last year and currently to date, just like everything's on back order forever. So car never really got driven last year. All right, so I did some running around and I finally found the microguard filter that I wanted to use. I've been using the MGL 51311, which isn't a very expensive filter, but it's pretty heavy. It's supposed to be pretty good. The microns were really good on it. So we're gonna get my 7 quarts of Rotella 1540 in and the microguard filter on. I also got a new radiator cap because it was pretty much due. You know, this didn't really have a lot of tension on it. Getting a little bit of rise in the temperature in my antifreeze. Guys, this is that turbo maintenance that I literally was talking to another content creator about. If you don't, owning a turbo or a boosted car, or racing it and street driving it and daily driving and all that other stuff, that stuff takes a little bit of mechanic knowledge and patience. I mean, this is like, just to get this car ready for the dyno, I've had to break this motor in, change its oil again. I've changed its belt because it was too long and it was squealing. Radiator cap because it felt like the temperature was coming up a little bit too much. This is that preventive maintenance stuff. You know, this is the stuff that, you know, you don't just put a turbo on a car and then it'd be good forever. Like, this is always something like plugs and wires, and sometimes a distributor will go bad, something's cutting out, it's not running right. Boosting your car and making more power should come at a disclaimer. It's not like it's a video game where it just works forever. You know, it's kind of like my best advice to you. And it's kind of the disclaimer that nobody talks about. You know, you got the car, I mean, it's street driven, it's just a street car, and everybody wants that 700 horsepower or 1,000 horsepower street car they can daily drive and drive to Walmart and fill it full of groceries and take it to the track and run, you know, single digit numbers. But that's a really, really hard goal to hit, and it takes a lot of money and patience and know-how. And if there's one advice I could give you is be patient. You know, learn the systems, learn the cars, you know, understand that there's going to be something forever once you start going straight from stock. All right, so we got it loaded up. Getting ready to head over to the TI dyno right now. Let's just get right into it. Got a long night ahead of us. Got to do some tuning. See you at the dyno. Back to the old TI dyno, ready to make some power. Let's get this thing unstrapped. Let's get it into the dyno shop, because those guys have already been waiting on me and they're kind of mad at me.
Uh-oh, what was that?
Don't break my... Look at Kevin's hair.
Why'd you put it on his gas tank?
Ah, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, you can't do that.
Like, don't film my hair.
doing a soft tune today to get the car rolling, get the car started. I got a couple of transmission shakedowns I gotta do. I gotta switch it back over to a T56. Well, maybe the last time I tuned it on binary editor because I'm thinking about going to the Holley Terminator X system. Here with Kevin Cragen at the TI Dyno and Dave Dalkey, the mad scientist. So like I said, I'm not here to light up the world with a dyno. We'll probably be back here in a couple of weeks anyways with the Holley Terminator X. Granted, they come back in stock. But we're gonna make some good power while we're here. And we're gonna get the car ready to shake down and start racing it some more. So we had to do a little bit of switching around, little temporary fix with our ECT. Alright guys, so this is exactly why I try to tell everybody when you come to the dyno, don't be jacked up and wasting time. And I'm doing that just now, right now. We had an ECT problem and I should have probably fixed that. And I have a little bit of an air bubble in my engine, so I'll probably fix that. Probably should have took my springs out of my gate. I have double springs in there from the last build that was in there and should have probably fixed that too. But those are all the things that will cost you money on a dyno if they have to do it. Because most dynos don't want to deal with that. They just want to get $7,500 an hour, get you tuned and get you out. But get ready to get started here. We're probably making, I don't know, 14, 15 pounds of boost. I'm not real picky, and we'll see how much power we make. I'm not trying to get picky with that either. But Cousin Paul's gonna go ahead and get in the back because we were spinning tires even with glue like you wouldn't believe. So what you got going on here with this hat, bro? Is that dead? Is that?
Yeah, that's Deadpool.
Deadpool? Just like everything else, dyno tuning is just a tool. So we're just trying to get things worked out here. I mean, it was making good power, but we're having some issues with the dyno, the tack signal, which is not normally something that goes wrong here. Yeah, a couple things that weren't exactly set premium for the ready for the dyno, but we're working them out as we go. Take it to 6,500 RPM, made about just over 600 horsepower, soft tune. We're gonna go to a Holley Terminator X soon, so. All right, so we got a lot done. We're sitting at about 15 pounds of boost at 6,500. I think that's where I'm gonna stop. I could take this motor easily to 7,500, but we'll wait for another day. It's a soft tune right now, but we're making. the downpipe blew the whole, that thing's 10 feet away. Because it sits at an angle. That's a lot of boost, baby. Not bad, 629, 646. Not bad. Do is we were gonna turn it up, probably run 20 pounds or whatever, but we're not gonna run 20 pounds with got a little tax signal issue. And we've already decided to go ahead and do the Holley Terminator X as the next mod for this car, because it's just the way it tunes and how easy it is. So next time you see this car, right now it's a soft tune, sort of. We're not super aggressive with it right now. The transmission's not gonna hold much more past than what it got in it right now anyways. You know, it's a TKO 600 faceplate, and it's gotta get out and go to its next customer anyway. So next time you see this car on a dyno, it'll have a T56 in it, the one that was in it. Me and the mad scientist here, we turning this thing up to probably about 20 pounds. I think we'll be happy at 20 pounds. We got a controller for it, whatever. Got to get closer to 7. I think 750 is a good goal for this car. 700 is a good goal. I'm done at 7. I'm happy. It's a street car, it's not a race car. Got a full weight, full interior, license insured, full exhaust. I'm gonna drive it every day. If you guys enjoy my channel, you enjoy my Foxbody channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. I got a join button below. If you are interested in giving something back to the channel, we have some giveaways coming up this year. Outside of that, I appreciate you guys for watching. I didn't try to shoot the moon with the horsepower. It's a street car, it's safe. Let me go ahead and get this thing unstrapped. I'll see you in the next video.